Do you hate feeling like a pushy salesperson? I'm about to share the secret to landing clients easily without ever coming across as salesy. This approach has helped me build a 7-figure passive income, and I know that it can do the same for you. Let's get started. Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is the Profit from Payments podcast, the show that breaks down how to start and grow your own payment processing business so you can build passive residual income every single month. I'm Michael Gibrael, your host, and over the last 15 years, I've built a 7-figure passive income business in payment processing from scratch. Now I'm here to share the strategies, insights, and real-world knowledge to help you do the same. For more tips, resources, and exclusive insights, join the free community. You'll find the link in the show notes. Now, without further ado, let's dive into the episode. So I want to start with a deer analogy. Let's say your goal is to pet a deer. If you run or charge it or even walk slowly towards the deer, guess what's gonna happen? The deer is gonna run away because it doesn't know you, doesn't trust you, and any of that stuff. So instead of doing that, instead of charging it because it's gonna run away from you, what you do is you nurture it, right? So what do I mean by nurture it? You're gonna give it food. Every day you're gonna place some food outside. Maybe later on you'll have food outside while you're sitting outside. Then you'll have food sitting outside and you're just getting closer and closer. That is because you're spending time with that deer, and eventually it's going to start naturally help it trust you more. So now that you have given it food, it knows you mean well, you've given it value, you're just continuously giving here. You're trying to build a relationship. You're not just attacking it. Eventually, what's gonna happen is over time, obviously this requires time and patience, just like sales do, just like any relationships do. So eventually what's gonna happen is that deer is gonna trust you. It sees you caring about it every single day. So it's gonna come to you. Eventually, you're gonna be able to feed it from your hands while you're petting it. And you see the different approach here. You can chase and you can run towards customers or merchants or businesses, clients all day, but they're going to run away from you because they have that fear. They're automatically cautious because they've been burnt by other people similar to you. They've experienced salespeople. If a cold caller calls me or somebody contacts me and all they want to do is sell, I'm going to hang up on their face because I don't know them. Cold calling is over. It's done. And those that do, it becomes a numbers game. I'm sorry, I don't have time for numbers games. I have time for quality games. So I hope that resonates with you and you have an understanding of what I'm about to get into. But I just felt like I just had to give you that analogy so you have an idea that it is about relationships. So sales, in my opinion, again, about relationships, right? It's about building relationships. And if you don't build a relationship with that person so they can get to know you, then you're just chasing that deer aggressively. You're going towards it. It's gonna run away. Aggressively or not, even if you walk slowly, good luck if you want to try it at home. Be cautious, not recommended, but it's gonna run away. I'm sure you guys have always tried to go out by the deer and just it's gonna run away. It's just gonna happen naturally. For example, let's say you're doing a cold call. You're not going to say, hey, I'm ready to sell you my services immediately, right? Like, for example, if it was me, let's say I approached a business, cold call, again, this is a cold approach. I don't like to call it cold approach because your mission, even though your goal is to sell that customer, don't have that in your mind. Your mind is just going in there building a relationship. So you'll go in and you'll start conversating. Like, let's say it's a liquor store and I'm walking in, maybe the first time or whatever. And I'm like, you got to start with a conversation. Either you say, hey, how are you today? Or whatever. You're asking questions. So for me, it would be maybe hey, how are you today? How long have you guys been here? And it's going to naturally come. Don't be awkward though. Don't be a weirdo. Look at it as if you're at a family gathering and a new member of somebody brought in either their fiance or best friend to the family gathering and you're having a conversation with them for the first time. You're going to ask questions. Well, tell me about your life story. Tell me this and so on and so forth. The person who is asking the most questions is in control because the person that's talking isn't. You're asking continuous questions questions. I love the book that I read. It's called Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. It's a game changer because one simple tactic, which is mirroring, has really done so much for me. And even though you know you're doing it, the other person doesn't. It feels like they're catching on to you, but trust me, the more you're going into that mirroring, and what I mean by mirroring is, let's say you're walking into that relationship building status, or you're talking to a member, somebody join your family, and you're like, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing good. You know, we went out fishing today and it was such a hot day. You went out fishing? Yeah, we caught this and that, and it was so awesome. It was a very hot day and my rod broke. Your rod broke? Yes, my rod broke. We had to go. But I'm going to stop there. But do you see how deep you can go into a conversation and all you're doing is asking questions? But in the other person's perspective, they have a listener. They have somebody that's listening to them. And that's powerful. And you're building trust. All you did was ask questions. That's only one of the things that can learn from that book. But I just thought I'd give that to you because it has really changed my life. And the more practice you do, you're no longer going to feel like you're just throwing in a skill of mirroring, for example. You are actually feeling that you are genuinely asking questions. You are talking to them as if you care, and you do. The more you can be you, the better, because we hate acting like we're not who we're not. One of the things in social media, or even a lot of you'll see a lot of people doing things there. It's not them, you know, like it's fake. It's not there. If you knew them as a person, it's not them, right? And that's where you're going to shine the most, is when you're doing things that you're just, wow, I feel it. Like I really care about this person. I'm curious. I want to have an understanding of what their needs or their pain points, all of that stuff. And once you've mastered that, again, this is for the cold calling. So, and that to me is the power of selling. You're not a salesperson here, okay? You're just building a relationship. You are building trust. Your goal is to remove the trust barrier. Once you've kind of peeled that onion and it's gone, you're gonna now have someone that believes in you, that trusts you, that is going to be able to listen to, maybe buy your services or whatever it is. Again, going into the deer analogy, let you pet them. Sounded weird, but that's the reality. Let you pet them on their hair, you know, on the top of their hair. Anyways, let's continue here. So these are the 4 types of ways I would do if I had to start all over again. Okay. There are 4 ways to chase clients, in my opinion, and these are the best ways. Obviously, multiple. There's maybe thousands of ways, but in my opinion, these are the top, or kind of the 20% that will get you 80% of results. And the first one is going through your network of people. And again, I will press a little bit into that. When I say go after your network of people who own businesses. So the first one is, like I said, going through your network of people who own businesses. Okay. And if let's say you don't have that, weirdo, perfectly fine. Go to B, right? A is people that own businesses in your network. B is people who you know that know people who own businesses. That's what happened to me. I knew my father-in-law. He knew business owners. I went to him. I'd be like, hey, father-in-law, give me a list of people that you know that you've built good relationships with. I would love to go after them for payment processing. Okay. I got a list of 100. And I went after them. Simple as that. Okay. Number 2, the second one on the list is finding partnerships that you already have in your network. So what do I mean by that? Build partnerships with companies or people that already have a book of business. Kind of similar to, my father-in-law did for me, but you're going into someone that has, let's say, a bookkeeping service, or let's say your best friend or a good friend of yours owns a web development company. They develop websites for businesses. They do make websites for businesses, and these businesses do what? They need payment processing. They are gonna go somewhere. Someone else is going to make money from processing payments for them. It has to happen. They have to go somewhere. So let that be you. You have that relationship. You're talking to your friend or someone in your network that owns an agency, a web development agency. This is an example. The list can go on and on, but Just then as an example, web development agency, you're going to go to your friend and say, hey, in exchange of you referring me to people in your network, a book of business that you have, I will give you a rev share, a referral fee, or whatever you want to do with them. And you tell them why he should. And you need to take care of those referrals better than any other business opportunity, because your friend's name is on the line here and you got to do a way better. I'm not saying don't do a great job. You do an amazing job on doing it on your own, but these are referrals. If you do bad, it reflects on your friend or whoever that referred you that business. A very, very, very vital thing. Number 2, again, find partnerships. I can't stress it enough. This leads us into number 3. Number 3, and I've gotten so much business out of this. It's crazy. And I'm ranking these. Number 1, 2, 3. My favorite is the top. The second one is the second favorite. And this is the third favorite. When I walk into a restaurant and I'm eating there, or I go to a jewelry place, I'm buying something there, or I go to a convenience store down the street from my house that I continuously going there. Guess what? Even if you try to approach those people, they're not going to run away like the deer that you didn't know. Guess why? You guessed it. I can't hear you. Trust. That's right. You've built that trust with them. They've already gathered information about you in terms of you've gone in there for years. It's a local convenience store down the street. And you're like, hey, you've had small talks with them. Those small talks have turned into lifted trust barrier. Okay. So anytime you go out and eat, and I can't stress how many times it's happened to me where I've won a business. And believe it or not, those businesses are so patient with you. It's weird because it's psychology. You've given them business. In return, they're going to be patient with you because they know the value of you as a customer to them. So they're going to want to do business with you. I've walked into places where, I've given the business a cookie shop. And for example, here, and there was Square. And on the thing is like, they tell me like, thank you for shopping with us as a local business. Well, dude, you're a local business. So am I. I'm a local business too. Don't support the big guys. I can give you better service, better support, better solutions, everything. Come with me. I will take care of you better than any of them. Okay. So that is how that works in terms of number 3. Now, number 4, I don't know if you saw all of these fireworks here for a second, but I mean, if you did, more power to you. Just like you can probably see thumbs up here if I do it. Anyways, number 4, the last avenue for you. And this is where the cold approach happens. I'm already feeling it. It's getting cold. It's getting very cold. This is my absolute least favorite. However, I'll say a big however, it could be a very good practice run for you. Okay. You can start with going on this list, but doing number 4 will give you so much experience. And that's what it did for me as well. And that's vital because you're going to be able to practice, even if you don't get anything, if you get 0 out of it. Okay. Your goal is 0. You're building relationships. And that is very important. And again, do it the analogy of the deer. You go in there, you talk to them, you build a relationship over and over. Don't go for the kill. Do not go for the kill. And 2, 3 quality patient approaches is better than 1,000 non-patient approaches that you're going for the deer and try to pet it. Because those quality will build you those 3 relationships when the other ones are going to tell you to F off. Okay. So let's wrap this up in a little nice bow. So again, it's all about not approaching the situation with desperate energy. And focus on the human touch. Build a relationship. Again, just like you would talk to a family member at a family event or go into a network. Try it out. It really changes so much. If you went to a network event and you spoke with people and all you did, where your goal is to just mirror, oh my gosh, you will leave that place. People loving you. Okay? So once you learn and understand the power of building relationships, getting clients will be more second nature to you. And that's it. That's a wrap for today's episode of Profit from Payments. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you found this valuable. If you're ready to take the next step, I've got something for you. Click the link in the description to join my free community. Get exclusive resources to help you build passive income through payment processing faster and smarter. If this episode helped you, hit the subscribe button, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, keep taking action, keep learning. Remember, you're closer than you think.